finally Ethereum ETF already approved. I really want to say finally because after waiting for a few months and people start to concern about whether the approval will be delayed again and again and again. But today, let me come back to this topic about after approved, what happened next. We wanted to rewind back what happened when Bitcoin Ethereum approved. Then what's next? A small correction is there to be happen. So am I here to sell my Bitcoin? Because normally you know what happened in market thinks. It thinks about buy the rumors, sell the news. So we know what happened next. The price is going to crash down. But is it right time for me to short the market or is it the right time for me to buy right now? So there's a lot of noises out there and you don't know what to do. So why not today we are dive into this topic and talk about Ethereum ETF, what happened next. And the second topic I'm going to cover about a simple strategy to identify trend itself. So when you know if this trend is still here, you can still on hold and ride on it, I would say that. Because when the trend is there, just a small capital is enough for you to double or even triple up your capital. So remember, subscribe me and I will share my knowledge to help out your crypto pathway. Let's dive into this topic. When it talks about Ethereum ETF approved, it is similar to Bitcoin ETF approved since 10th of January 2024. And I already did the marking here, you can see that, right? Okay, when after it's approved, it went up a little bit, then having a crash down. How much crash is it from the price itself? So from here to here is somewhere about 10%. So after 10% of crash down, it continued go down to about another 10%. So in total, right, from the all-time high prices, it crashed down from 21%. That is a crazy correction, I would say. If you go for 5x leverage, you're going to have a very high liquidated here already. All your long order positions, you're going to get liquidated because of this. So it's a very dangerous corrections when they happen to be 20%. But this is what happened previously. But when it comes to right now, July 23, what happened? Ethereum ETF approved. So when it approved, right, it's just having a small correction from all-time high until now it's only 4%. Is it going to crash down another prices like somewhere here to another like 20%, somewhere go down to where? Go down to the previous low at the price of 55,000? I would say normally scenario happen wouldn't be same every single time. What you need to know is about at least you know how to identify a trend today. So today I'm going to show you this blue and the red line. This is what we call as a DL strategies by identifying trend itself. For example, when red line stays above the blue line, we identified it as a downtrend. So when happened, this is a downtrend, we know that June 15 in this technical analysis, it tells me this is downtrend. So what happened? We can just go sell all our coin at somewhere between 66,000, then it crashed down to as low as 53,200. Then what happened next? Afterwards, went up back somewhere between 62,000, it becomes uptrend again. So here is for you to very easy to avoid the trend corrections. So for example, here is very obvious another trend corrections here for you to sell all your Bitcoin during 68,000 and you're going to buy back somewhere around 65. You're going to avoid all those corrections because when you see these small corrections doesn't change much, but I wanted to share with you is about when the correction is big, can be really very scary. For example, when the bear market is here, the red color shows here, correct or not? This correction red color tells you that it's a downtrend. It straightway go down to 21,000, about 50%. Knowing this strategy alone, you're going to avoid all this mistake. You're not going to buy in and leverage down one by one. You're not going to doing all this DCA because you know this is a downtrend. But of course, right now, it is still bull in market, it is still blue above the red. I want to share with you about this red and blue. What is it? It is EMA 10 and 20. EMA 10 is the blue color, EMA 20 is the red color. So when it's trying to identify by using this EMA 10 and 20, you knowing that when it's uptrend and downtrend. So the best thing I wanted to share with you is about what's next. When you know about this trend already, you know what is EMA 10 and 20. This strategy I already used since 2016 until now. Every single year we make a great profit. You can just go and small back test and you can see it is workable for every single year as long as you know how to control your management, your capital, that when you buy in and when you sell off. Because what I always believe is about you can try to sell at the highest price so that you can have a bigger fortune, bigger return. If you always hold it for very long terms, basically it's very hard for you to enjoy the money that you make, isn't it? So for example, right now the blue still stays above red. What I can say is as long as the red is still below the blue, you can still hold your Bitcoin, not to worry too much, because maybe it is having a correction from here to here. Okay, somewhere 6 to 7% is still reasonable. But if you're having a correction somewhere from here to here, to this 61,500, is it still okay or not? I would say yes, because I draw a good line here. It's a Fibo line that's going to tell you that this is a good retracement point. Don't worry so much, but anything below this 61,500, you need to be careful already. When it below 61,500, it is going to crash the markets. I think that this bull is going to end at the current short moments. So beware about it. So remember, when it comes to technical analysis, right, you need to understand that how do I match with technical analysis with the news itself, so that when it combine both, it increase the probability of winning, increase the probability of making more return. That's what we want to do, the combinations. So guys, stop worrying too much right now. You need to believe what happened in bull market. You know, when it comes into bull market, we believe that we're going to double or triple our capital. Of course, a lot of you bought at about 20,000, 30,000. You already double up your capital already when your Bitcoin capital gains. But somehow, we are here to study about, hey, I know that I already double up my capital, already triple up my capital. Some of you are going to some altcoin, triple up, or even 4 times more. But is it going to happen again and again? Or in this bull market, you're going to make another double or triple again? You know, you want Bitcoin to raise another double, you have to go up to 130,000, which is really high. When this happens, I would say the market is going to be crazy like hell, man. But somehow we don't know whether it's really can hit or not. But as long as if you combine with the technical analysis, like let's say blue color stays above, you can just write the maximum until you see the best outcome. You see when it turns red, somewhere having a small corrections, when it turns red, there you sell off your Bitcoin and enjoy your gains. Somehow, when you are really familiar in doing a lot of different contract tradings, you can even short the markets to enjoy the bear market. Don't always thinking about, hey, bull market only can make money. Sometimes bear market can even make more money. You must remember about this one. So enjoy my video, and I will try to share as much as I can to making you sure that you can make a great profit in this 2024 bull market.